Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming to you live from the Northwell Health Ice Center, getting ready for the Farmingdale State Rams home opener as they get set to square off against the Rutgers University Scarlet Knights. Travis Quigley here, getting ready to take you through the call. Little less than 4 minutes left in warmups here in East Meadow as the Rams and the Scarlet Knights get set to do battle. We'll start with the Scarlet Knights, 0-3-1 coming into this matchup. Haven't had the start to the season that they've been looking for. Dropped a tough loss, 2 losses I should say, their first weekend by 1 goal and then 2 goals to Lehigh and then Temple respectively. And then last weekend in a 2-game set against the Indiana University of Pennsylvania, lost both matchups to IUPUI, and Rutgers still in their 5th game of the season now, looking for their first victory of the year, trying to do it in a back-to-back home-and-home set against these Rams. Rutgers, members of the ACHA M1, again, trying to reverse course to the beginning part of their season, and they're going to try to do it in East Meadow tonight. Whereas the Rams had a hot start last weekend in their first game of the season, this 25-26 campaign, taking on the M1 Marist squad. And that was an 8-1 victory for Farmingdale, picking up a big win. Got goals from all across the line chart. And the Rams looking to be using that depth in every game this season as they look to get back to the point that they were at last year, this time in the ACHA. Last year in the AAU, made it to the Division I National Championship game, fell in that contest to the University of Tampa, who took home their first national championship title. And the Rams, I spoke with Joe LaChase earlier this week, the newly named captain of this Farmingdale Rams side, and he said to me that really lit a fire and a hunger in this Farmingdale squad. A lot of returners coming back this year, and they're looking to do some damage in the ACHA M2, carrying over the success that they had last year in the AAU. Couple of big pickups for the Rams this year, couple of NCAA D3 transfers, a couple of players coming in from junior hockey, the higher levels aging out and doing that process. So an older Rams lineup than we're used to seeing in previous seasons, and they're going to look to use that to their advantage against their opposition tonight here against the Scarlet Knights and the rest of this campaign. About a minute left here in warmups as both sides just getting their last couple of touches of the biscuit in. The Rams going to be wearing their home whites tonight. Fresh off the press, looking crisp. Scarlet Knights wearing their red uniforms this evening. Again, 1 of 2 games this weekend, 3 games total between Farmingdale and Rutgers this year, as they'll play tomorrow night at home for Rutgers, and then they'll wrap up the season series on November 8th. Once again, it'll be a home game for the Scarlet Knights. Once again, Travis Quigley here on the call. Want to thank Gabe Takuri, our e-bug cameraman, stepping up to the plate tonight. He'll be running the show up top while I take you through the call. Super excited to be here for the Rams home opener. Want to thank you all so much for joining us here on the LI Sports Network. Should be an exciting 60 minutes of ACHA college hockey. Of course, Northwell Ice Center, the home barn for the New York Islanders, their practice rink. So plenty of video footage over the last few weeks of their training camp taking place here. And of course, this is the home rink for the LIU men's and women's Sharks. And both of those teams will have their seasons starting up over the next couple of weeks as well at the NCAA Division I level. And we're here tonight for some Rams hockey. I know I've spoken to a couple of these Farmingdale Rams, and they're excited. They're ready to go back on their home sheet. And they want to make a statement here tonight against these Scarlet Knights. Both sides scooping up the pucks. Rutgers off to the room. Last couple of Rams still out there picking up the biscuits and heading off. Getting ready once again for the Farmingdale State College Rams M2 home opener. The M3 squad kicked things off at home last night for their home schedule, and they picked up a big 6-1 victory. And they've had a great start to their 2025-2026 campaign. M2 team looking to follow it up. Zamboni getting ready to come onto the ice now. We'll get a fresh sheet. We'll do the anthem, and we'll get into the opening face-off first period here on the LI Sports Network between the Rutgers University Scarlet Knights and the Farmingdale State College Rams. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we are coming to you live on the LI Sports Network, getting ready for the Farmingdale State College Rams home opener as they get set to square off against the Rutgers University Scarlet Knights. Travis Quigley here, getting ready to take you through the call of tonight's game. Warmups have concluded, both sides coming out to a fresh sheet. We'll get the playing of the national anthem, and we'll get right into the opening face-off. Starting netminders before we get into the anthem for the visiting Scarlet Knights, number 39, Trey Matern, and in net for the home Rams, it'll be number 31, getting his first start of the campaign, Aiden Foley. Anthem has been played, both sides strapping up the buckets, and we're getting ready to go for the opening face-off here in the first period between the Rutgers University Scarlet Knights and the Farmingdale State College Rams. Travis Quigley here on the call. Gabe Curry on the camera for us this evening. Joe LaChase just came over, the captain of the Rams, said hello. Make sure after this game you go and check out our podcast with Joe LaChase, myself and Paul Trentini, Paulie Panasonic. We're underway here at Northwell Health, and it's the Rams who win the opening face-off. It's deflected in immediately. They'll get off on the forecheck as Rutgers try to clear. It's intercepted by Duffy. Back to Alessi. His one-timer is blocked. Scarlet Knights will chip the puck out. O'Donnell across plays the body, but it's 2-on-1 for Rutgers. Early chance here for the Scarlet Knights. Foley will shut the door. Good stop right away by Aiden Foley as he watches that one go past him into the corner. Duffy will play the body, chips it ahead for Joe Minio. Hacked back into the zone by Walknachter. Foley plays it into the corner. John Leppert. Shot saved by Foley. Alessi looking to clear. Just held in by Gorman. Now a stretch pass looking for Ivers was Duffy. It's intercepted and dumped back down the sheet. Foley's going to come out. We do get a whistle for an icing. Faceoff's going to stay right at center ice as Foley did come out. College rules, if the netminder leaves his crease on a delayed icing, the faceoff stays at center ice. It doesn't go all the way down. Keller, Quigley, and Ivers out there for the Rams. Leppert and Riley McGregor, the D unit. Up the wall for Quigley, can't handle the pass. It'll be chipped back into the zone by Aiden Gorman. Foley out to play it once more. Foley not afraid to leave his paint. Ivers circles back, now hits Leppert with a pass. He'll stretch the ice to Quigley, 2-on-1. Quigley driving wide, looking for a pass out front, and it's sticked into the corner by Matern. McGregor with it, snaps one on goal. Didn't hit the net. Leppert pinches down, keeps it in. Leppert transfer from NCAA Northland College. Looking to be a big addition to this Rams blue line this season. Ivers lost it in his skates. Now looking to wheel out of the zone. It's Smargan. Ivers on the back check, knocks him off the puck across from McGregor. McGregor will flip one ahead. It's going to go off the wall. Quigley sets a pick. Ivers scoops, shoots, and save made by Matern. Scarlet Knights going to break things out here. It's fired into the zone and scooped by Leppert. Leppert's going to wheel the net. Backhand up the wall. It's intercepted off the bench. Is Lombardo for Farmingdale. Nice little stick lift and helps his side clear. Rutgers looking to dump it back in off the glove of Reagan. Hacked out of the zone by Quinones. Rutgers going to have to reset things here if it's chipped in. Bedard back. Stops behind his own net, looking for Reagan. Reagan knocked down by Dylan Bridgewood. Hard weak side rim. Scarlet Knights looking to dump things in. Lombardo across plays the body, and it's hacked in by Nissan Garachi. Now it's out of the zone with Bridgewood. Bridgewood takes a bump, trying to use his size, protecting the puck. Lost it in his skates, and then it's forwarded into the zone by Dale Campbell. He'll head off for a line change wholesale here for Rutgers. Quinones head up, dumps it in from the red line. Trying to poke that one deep was Gavin Del Grosso. Couldn't get his stick on it. Thomas Smith, a high flip, looking for Del Grosso. Now skating into it, Joey Huber. Huber with speed, shoots, but a glove save by Matern. 3 minutes, 7 seconds gone here in the first period. Both sides have rolled through all four lines. Everybody has gotten the toes wet here. We'll see who settles into this game. Great chance right there for Joey Huber. Alessi's going to pinch in, trying to hold the zone. Huber, who held the line for him, backhands it deep. Opposite corner goes Alessi. It's Butchko, up the wall. Looking for a stretch pass, broken up by Frank Alessi. Saucer pass to Del Grosso over his twig. Pushed into the zone. Foot race into the corner between Kravitz and Hilliard. Now a backhand centering feed. Alessi's there with the stick down to take it away. Floats one to center ice for Del Grosso, who will backhand it deep. Continues ahead on the forecheck. Butchko can't clear. Kravitz fires one. Went off a body in front, then made it to the net. Matern kicked it away before it's backhanded off the glass and out. John Leppert there, and he'll retreat back behind his own net as the Rams will make a line change. O'Donnell circles back, past to Duffy at the red line. Delayed offside on Farmingdale. Minio does a nice job of not touching the puck there as he entered the zone. Red line and deep for Rutgers. Over the stick of Foley, who came out to play it. Turner back out front. Ended up hitting the tape of Kata And Minio, with a ton of pace, continues ahead. Drops one outside. Duffy goes off the crossbar. Golden chance right there for Tim Duffy. Couldn't get it to go. Puck scooped up. And a chance out front. And Foley's going to glove it. Smargan couldn't get a lot of muscle on it as Quinones did a nice job of getting a piece of the stick. 15:21 to play here in the opening period. Farmingdale versus Rutgers here at Northwell Health Ice Center in East Meadow on Long Island. First of a home-and-home series between the Rams and the Scarlet Knights. Farmingdale headed to Jersey tomorrow. Fired in, no icing coming. Foley will leave it out for Thomas Smith. Smith with a rim for Minio, just backhand redirection to center ice. Rutgers delayed offside, had to hold up there. Fired in on Foley, they'll complete the line change. Quinones settles, touch pass to the middle for Keller, lost it in his skates. Now it's Regan. Dangles through two from his knees, gets back up, fans on the shot, didn't get it to go. Would have been a beauty right there. Battle commences beneath the net. Squirts back over Nissa Garachi. Puts it in the opposite corner. Reagan, backhand low. Campbell splits through two, shoots one, trying to go top corner, and hits the glass instead. It's fired around the wall. Bedard pinching down, back around. Skating in, Reagan takes it away. It's outside with Campbell now. Back for Reagan. Reagan trying to cut the middle and lost it. Chipped ahead, and Ivers is off to the races. Thomas Ivers shoots, glove save by Matern. We get the whistle. Scarlet Knights win the draw. And they clear the zone, but taken right back. Alessi swats it forward. It's with Kravitz now through the middle. Nice reception by Ivers, but it's quickly knocked off his twig. Foley will leave it out for Ivers, who puts it off the boards. Joe Quigley looking middle, and it went underneath Ivers' twig. Carried into the zone by Haynes, but the Scarlet Knights are offside. Spectator side of the ice, 13:26 to play in the first period. Still goose eggs on the board for both sides. Rutgers almost forcing a turnover there as Alessi lost his edge. Did a nice job from his knees to just get it to the half wall. It's going to be taken away, trying to skate it out, John Crodell. Crodell chops it in. Play the body as F1. Scarlet Knights, though, able to clear the zone once more. No possession here as Alessi takes it, moves it D to D for Kravitz. Kravitz goes through the middle, offside on the Scarlet Knights. Kravitz took a bump to the ice there. He's slow to get back up as he works his way back onto the bench now. Draw in front of the Farmingdale bench, flipped in, goes off the glove of Crodell. A stretch pass, Lombardo off the backhand. Crodell gonna play the body there, sent number 11, Connor Houlihan, to the ice. Lombardo takes it away now. He's gonna roll out of the corner. Looking for a lane, Jace Lombardo, poked off his stick. Trying to recover it. It's now back with McGregor, moves it D to D. John Leppert circles behind the net. Tries to go put it off the glass up into the stands. Almost hit a spectator there. A little bit higher, and Leppert would have put it into my hands. We'll go left to Foley here. as Rutgers looking to establish some more offensive zone time. Reagan walking off the half wall, popped into the slot. Nothing doing there. McGregor clears. Butch go back north quickly. Jumped by McGregor, who plays it into the zone. Came off a shin pad, and now Butchko's going to skate with it. Campbell puts it into the zone. Behind the net of Foley, Leppert first to it. His backhander's broken up, but Huber will swoop down and collect. He'll gain the red line, dump it right on net. Matern plays it to the corner. Devine in there on the forecheck. Scarlet Knights break out pretty easily, though. Reagan looking to toe drag, shoots it. Punched away by Foley. Smith trying to swat it out of there. Got a broken stick. That's Quinones. He's without a twig, one of the Rams defensemen. Smith just trying to clear. Knocked down by Campbell. Point for Haynes. D to D. Shot on net. Steered aside by Foley. Great rebound control as he sticked it off the glass. Reagan to the goal line. Backdoor try. Through the blue paint. And Butchko couldn't tap it home. Floated back beneath the goal line. Foley smartly dives on top of it. And he'll take the whistle there. Phenomenal shift from the Scarlet Knights. Unable to get on the board, though. We stay 0-0 here in the first period. Matern and Foley doing their jobs. Both sides making line changes, so fresh legs for Rutgers and Farmingdale. It's kept in the zone briefly, now out with Duffy. Dishes outside, O'Donnell snaps one on goal. Breadbasket save for Trey Matern. One back straight to the neutral zone there, so Alessi is going to have to flip one in deep. O'Donnell, good stick lift. Looking for Duffy, who was driving the net, but in turn got his stick lifted and couldn't get the pass off. Alessi going to go back off the glass as it skirts into the Rutgers zone. Alessi unable to hold it as it was chipped past him by Cotta, but he couldn't maintain possession. Through the middle of the ice, and now it's Duffy one-on-one. Toe drag, but he lost control. Alessi with a great pinch to keep it in. Duffy down beneath the goal line. Albrecht got there first, a weak side rim, and the Scarlet Knights are out as Rubenstein was able to clear. Helped the rest of the way by Cotta. Foley leaves it for Alessi. Alessi has to just jab at it. As in on the forecheck hard there was Turner. Frank Alessi. Snap pass, hits Ivers, got him on the shin pad. He has to tag back up really quickly and dumps it in. Keller's F1, Ivers there to help. Chops it back to the point, Leppert shot, got through, Keller deflected. It goes all the way across to Walknachter. He couldn't clear though. Joe Quigley got all over him, took away the space. Pass off the back of the net, hits Ivers, now Quigley there helping. Dishes to Keller. Keller lost possession, recovers it. He'll move it to Ivers, takes a check in the process. Ivers walks out to the front. It was blocked. Getting in the way of that one was Houlihan. Chipped out of the zone, now Turner, 2-on-1. Turner, far pad shot, save, rebound, doesn't go. Point kept in by Houlihan. He goes wide and helps the breakout for Farmingdale. Quigley speeds ahead. He'll drop it to Ivers. Ivers carries, shoots one, save made Matern. Scarlet Knights get the puck out. Rams trying to make a change. Smith will stretch quickly. Crodell one-hands it in. Scarlet Knights possess, flipped out of play. Great turnout for the Rams tonight. Here for their home opener. Spotted some alumni in the stands. Danny Rotan yelled across, said hello. Leppert keeps it in. Shot comes up high. Chang took that one off the chest. A good curl and now escape from Haynes as he's out of the zone. Slowed up on the collision with Bridgewood. Foley wants to clear it himself. Haynes keeps it in. Shot goes wide. Kept in the zone, now back to the point. Save Foley, rebound, couple whacks at it. And now we got a couple of guys coming together in front of the net, pushing and shoving, locked up, tied together. Foley lost his mask. He's just gonna skate to the corner and get out of the chaos. Nothing, it remains. Solid play by Emza there. Stopped it up on the half wall, got it to the point. Shot from Butchko. Made it through, but Foley, phenomenal rebound controller. He's done all night tonight. Scarlet Knights play it with a hand pass, so faceoff's gonna come outside of the zone. Right on that News 12 logo. Campbell takes possession for Rutgers, trying to dangle middle, lost it, but it pops right to Nisagarachi, who shot it wide, skips the stick of Haynes, and goes all the way down to the Scarlet Knights zone. Lombardo forces the reverse by Haynes. Now Butchko's gonna skate. Moves it to Haynes. Devine with a poke check. Rams trying to quickly clear. It was held in at the blue. Campbell flips it deep. Smith is first on it, but a poke check sees him lose possession. Haynes, cross point, Butchko. Shot deflected. It's underneath Foley. We get the whistle. Faceoff is one back there by Joey Huber. Weak side rim, it'll get cleared by Farmingdale, but an icing going against the Rams. Rutgers allowed to pick what side they want it on. And Smargan's gonna elect his strong side here, which will be left of Aiden Foley. One back, Kata shot block. He gets it again. Backhand try save. A third try from Kata, and it's kept out once more. Rams are able to skate it out. Huber's going to dump it in. Hits the top of the glass. Will stay in the rink. Del Grosso, point for Alessi. Alessi shoots one right into the glove of Matern. Take a look right off the draw here. Kata's initial shot block pops right back to him. The backhand try, a save Foley, and the third attempt, another one. Kept out, Aiden Foley, keeping this 0-0. Beautiful job from the Rams netminder. Right of Matern, Huber battles forward to win it. Alessi's gonna step into it, deflected by Del Grosso, and Matern forced to dive on top of the puck. Del Grosso looking for his first as a Ram. Devine, after the face-off win, his pass was picked off, but Kravitz held the zone. Del Grosso with help from Devine, trying to get to the point. Gets it to Alessi. Looking for a stick in the slot. Huber using it as a ramp, but it went over the net. Devine to the point for Kravitz. A quick shot's blocked. Del Grosso first there. A hard cycle for Huber. Huber to the high slot. It's Devine. On the backhand, shot goes through a couple legs and wide. Leaping over Devine and now carrying it out of the zone is Jack Turner. A little chip around Alessi, didn't get past him. Clearing attempt was held in. Huber jumps off, O'Donnell on, stretch pass over his twig. Aiden Gorman. Jump by Duffy. O'Donnell now takes it back, looking to go back for Duffy. Delayed offside on Farmingdale. Minio's gonna have to overskate it, but he's gonna intercept it right back. His pass, though, picked off. O'Donnell takes it, and he's dumped to the ice. Stretched, and Turner redirects it into the zone. Leppert, with a ton of pressure on him, is going to wheel the net. Leppert evades one, and a great breakout feed for Joe Minio. Minio swivels the hips, fires a shot, Matern. Fought it off the blocker, found it with the glove, takes the whistle. 5:17 to go here in the first period. Farmingdale and Rutgers still tied at 0. One back to the point. That deflected, goes back door for Duffy, puts it off the outside of the net. Joe Minio to the point. DDD looked to Leppert, missed his tape. Scarlet Knights clear, foot race for it between McGregor and Rice. McGregor gets there, he's bumped off the puck initially, wins it on the second try, hits Leppert, and now Minio through the middle for O'Donnell. O'Donnell off his twig, Haynes now collects. Quick escape move, and Haynes is out through the middle. Right side, Haynes shot. Pad stop for Foley. 2-on-2 out of the corner. Half wall out to the point. Nisangarachi just holds it in, chips it back low. Centering feed off the foot of McGregor. Butchko pinched in, battled with Duffy, kept the zone. Thomas Smith in there working for it. Nisangarachi, point for Butchko. Butchko to the bumper spot. Campbell with a nice move. Can't get the shot off. Dumped to the ice by Quinones. Just held in. Butchko shoots it wide. Nisangarachi drop pass for Campbell. It's blocked. Devin Quinones getting down and in the way. Another one blocked in front. Quinones, 2 in a row. Smith will clear. Glove down at the red by Butchko. Farmingdale trying to make a quick change. Ivers off the bench, takes it away. Gets it back from Duffy. Ivers for Duffy. Toe save, Matern. Play continues as he wasn't able to cover it up. What a stop. It goes out of play. It stays 0-0 on this incredible toe stop from Trey Matern. Great play from Thomas Ivers off the bench. Poked it to Duffy, who got it right back. And Ivers, unselfish, the leg kick, hit Duffy. And if he held it for half a second more, he would have been able to put it past the sliding Matern. Instead, Matern just gets it with the toe. We stay knotted at 0. Quickly trying to go forward off the draw. Got tied up there and taking it out of the zone. Connor Reagan off the faceoff. Dumped in deep. Alessi back, checks the numbers, and he'll wrap it around to Kravitz. Kravitz for Keller over his stick, but Ivers is on his horse, so he'll beat out the icing, and he's going to draw a penalty. Thomas Ivers showing off the speed, beats out the icing, and in turn gives the Rams their first power play chance of the game. Get a look at the Rams unit here. It's going to be Tim Duffy, Dylan Bridgewood, Chris Keller, Sean O'Donnell, and Frank Alessi. The 5 out to start this man advantage for the Rams. Turner and Wachnachter, the forwards for Rutgers. Gorman, the one defenseman for the Scarlet Knights. And Harrison Albrecht, the captain, the other defenseman out there. They'll be penalty killing for Rutgers here. Tied up at the dot momentarily, and it's immediately flipped into the Scarlet Knights bench, so we'll do it all again from the same spot. Pardon me. Looked like it was going to stay inside. Linesmen came together for a quick talk and deemed that the draw will be outside the zone here. So Jason Bedard getting the penalty, 2 minutes for holding. Alessi walks into the zone, drops it outside. Bridgewood back to O'Donnell, walks middle. Alessi got a piece of it, but goes wide. Back to the point, Duffy for Alessi, and he's on to hold the zone. It's going to be a shorthanded break. Walknachter's in. He shoots and scores! A shorthanded goal for Jeremy Walknachter, and the Scarlet Knights take a 1-0 lead. The pass from Duffy. Alessi was just trying to get back to the blue line, so was just trying to redirect it in quickly. Walknachter blocks it, finds it in his skates, and it was off to the races from there. Duffy, you saw on that replay, trying to dive just to break it up. Walknachter had his head up the whole way, knew what he wanted to do as he entered the zone, beats Foley on the blocker side, and Rutgers go up 1-0 here late in the first period as they're able to get the puck in quickly. Farmingdale changed their unit up. It's Leppert, Crodell, Quigley, Ivers, and Lombardo. Ivers takes the puck, showing off the mitts there. There's Campbell forechecking hard here following the Scarlet Knights goal. A drop pass for Leppert's taken away. Reagan, shorthanded breakaway, showing off the moves, and a poke check from Foley. Now Quigley races into the zone, drops it to Lombardo. Lombardo just trying to set things up for Farmingdale here. It'll go all the way around to Ivers on the weak side. He'll roll to the point. Goal line for Quigley. Back to Ivers. Ivers to the net, hits the post. Through the seam, Quigley fans on the one-time try. Save made on the second opportunity. And it's cleared out of the zone by Rutgers. 20 seconds left on the power play. Ivers gonna skate with it. Final rush, zone entry, drops it. Crodell rolls middle, hits Quigley with it. Head up to the goal line for Lombardo. Lombardo looking to the slot, rolled up on him. It'll come all the way out, and that's gonna do it. Rams gonna be 0 for 1 here on the power play. Foley goes long to Lombardo, jumped by Hilario, and put back into the zone, 5-on-5. Smith looking for Devine, skips his stick, but he's racing it down. Matern comes out of the blue paint, dives on top of it, and gets the whistle. Again, the Scarlet Knights goal. Walknachter unassisted, shorthanded to give Rutgers the lead. Final minute of play here in the first. Huber playing the body. Knocked Houlihan to the ice there. Hilario skates it out of the zone. Dumped in, Foley out to play it. It's in the skates of Smith, off his stick and out of play. Rams were almost in trouble as they gave up that shorthanded breakaway goal and then gave up another breakaway about 30 seconds after. Campbell, nice move, but his pass fanned on and it's poked out of the zone. 30 seconds remaining. Delayed penalty coming up here on Farmingdale as Matern hustles to the bench. And we'll see what the call is. Got that initial signal from the official. Looked like it's a high stick, and I believe it's Devin Quinones headed to the box. So now after Rutgers able to kill off the penalty and get a shorthanded goal, they're going to have an opportunity here late in the first to get their first power play chance of the game. Potentially capitalize before we head to the dressing room. It's one back to Haynes. He'll go D to D quickly. Pass broken up in the slot by Keller. He clears. 15 seconds to go. One last rush here for the Scarlet Knights if they hurry. Instead, Keller's going to try to take it away. Butchko jumps right back over. Pushes it outside. Reagan enters with 5 seconds. Back to the point. Haynes, no lane to the net for a shot. And time will expire here in the first period. 1-0 for the Scarlet Knights. Before we head to intermission here, we'll give you a quick first period recap. Breaking down the big goals and plays back from the first 20. Saw a couple of spectators here popping up out of their seat. Looked like there was a little commotion between the Scarlet Knights and Rams heading off to their respective dressing rooms. Again, we'll recap things here in this first period. This initial chance, our first grade A chance, I'll say, that really came close to coming in outside of that bar that Duffy ran, came at about 7:12 here as Garrett Cotta got not one, not two, but 3 opportunities. Foley shutting the door on all of them. Doing a solid job in the early going for Farmingdale. And now a chance here for the Rams late in the period, right before Ivers drew that penalty. Duffy to Ivers, he goes right back to him, but Matern keeping that right flipper flexed out and shutting the door, keeping it 0-0. Rams got a power play, as mentioned. Ivers drew one, but it was this chance right here. Zalessi was just trying to shovel it deep. Walknachter got the block, skated in on the breakaway, and fired a wrist shot just past the blocker's side of Aiden Foley, the one-knee Selly, as he broke the scoring open in this contest. And then you see here again the turnover. Ivers was trying to drop it to Leppert. Reagan read it perfectly, and he had all the time in the world, so he tried to show off the mitts a little bit, but Foley paced him perfectly and was able to get the poke check off there, which kept this a 1-0 game. Again, late in the first, that unassisted goal from Jeremy Walknachter, short-handed, is how we'll go to the dressing room. So Zamboni on the ice now. We're going to take a quick pause here. You take a quick pause at home, grab a snack, grab a drink, put a timer on. Come back to us in about 12 minutes or so. We'll return with the second period of play. Rutgers 1, Farmingdale 0, here for the Farmingdale State College Rams home opener, live on the LI Sports Network. Coming back for period number 2 here on the LI Sports Network. Rutgers 1, Farmingdale 0. The Scarlet Knights will start things off on the power play clean sheet. It's the Rams who will win the faceoff and send it all the way down. Travis Quigley here on the play-by-play. Gabe to Curry working the camera for us this evening for the Farmingdale State College Rams home opener. Farmingdale able to clear it again, so we're going to take a moment to say good morning. Rin Shimano tuning in all the way in Japan. Rin, a fond and familiar face here in the Farmingdale hockey circle. We miss you, Rin. We hope you're doing well. Can't wait to see more content soon. Rutgers over the blue line with about 45 seconds left on this power play. Out front chance. Swiped away by Lombardo, stays in the zone. Haynes goes center point, just held in. Butchko goes to the goal line. Campbell trying to walk around the net. Kravitz going to poke it away. Campbell recovers. Stuff play, save Foley. Rebound, swatted out to the slot. And now Lombardo going to skate with it. He's got a ton of steam, so it carries into the zone as the other 3 Rams will head off for a change. Cradell off the bench, dumps it in. Lombardo's there, takes it. And he's going to eat this up against the wall with 10 seconds left on the penalty to Quinones. High sticking the call on him as he's getting set to come out of the box. Return to action. Rutgers break things out. It's 5-on-5 once again. Shot on goal off a stick. Went wide. Cradell starts the breakout. Skate to stick with it as pressure is applied. Taken away, held in the zone. McGregor is trying to chop it out. Got the geometric angle correct as it went off the wall and went all the way down to Matern, so no icing. Houlihan cuts the net. McGregor pinches in. Rubenstein, though, nice job as he curled back, helping out the defense. It did come out of the zone, so Farmingdale had to tag up. Rimmed hard around, Rubenstein. Duffy gonna come across, play the body on him, and O'Donnell with a big check behind the net as the Scarlet Knights are able to clear. Heading off the ice, Colin Smargan, he got the best of that check from Sean O'Donnell. Leppert and McGregor, the 2 Farmingdale defensemen battling. O'Donnell there to help, and he'll weak side rim it. Houlihan there, Minio coming out to block. Forces Houlihan to go back down the wall. Held in, blocked by Leppert. Nissan Garachi hammers it down the boards. McGregor stops up after taking a bump from Reagan, trying to escape out the opposite side. Nissan Garachi's there, takes it away. Reagan stick handling in the phone booth. Centering pass goes right to Duffy. He'll put it into space and get after it. Albrecht there first. Duffy on him. Minio coming in to help. 2-on-2 in the corner up the boards for Reagan. He'll curl and put it cross ice. Nissan Garachi back for Reagan, who swoops over to get it. Trying to cut middle. A strong poke from John Leppert. And now Duffy's out of the zone. Duffy will dump it in. Matern out of the net. Stops it up. Plays it for Nissan Garachi. Stops on the half wall. Moves to Reagan. Reagan's pass picked off. Del Grosso down the ice. We do get a whistle. I believe that's an icing coming on Farmingdale. Danny Rotan and former Farmingdale captain John McCann coming over to say hello. Always good to see the fellas here at Northwell. Both Danny and Johnny, part of the Rams squad that made it to the national championship game last year. In the building tonight, supporting their former teammates. Rutgers able to break things out pretty clean here. It comes to the near side. Hilario looking to go back door. Back checking. Big stick lift. Devin Quinones. Phenomenal play from the Farmingdale defenseman there as he just saved the goal. Keeps it 1-0 for the Scarlet Knights. Foley pops back up, shakes it off. He's good to go. Farmingdale win it, and they'll break things out. Del Grosso, a clean chip, and he's into the zone. Del Grosso drops it back. Joey Huber steps into one, save, Matern. Huber lost his stick, looks to pick it back up as it's chipped out of the zone. Walknachter giving chase. He'll beat out the icing. Puts it into space for Turner. Turner out front, off the heel of the stick of Foley, doesn't go. Butchko keeps it in. That was dangerous right there. Scarlet Knights close to making it 2. Smith will break up the cycle. Goes to flip. It's gloved down, held in the zone. Gets a piece of it. Now Hilario there. Drop. Walknachter. Back to Hilario. Looking to the point. Ivers racing across. Can't get there in time. Driving the net. Taken down. Penalty coming. Hilario out front. Off the outside of the net. Butchko. Point. Across Walknachter. Return races to the bench. Ivers touches up. And another power play coming up here for the Scarlet Knights. 0 for 1 in the game. Trying to get to 50%. We talked about it during warmups. Rutgers 0-3-1 on the season. Fell in a shootout to Lehigh in their opener. Dropped their game 4-2 the next day to Temple. And then were swept by Indiana University of Pennsylvania last weekend. Looking to get their first win against Farmingdale here tonight. They've put forth a phenomenal effort through the first 25 minutes of this game. Farmingdale able to clear to start this PK. Drop back, went all the way to Matern, pardon me. And Campbell will start it. A stretch pass, looking for a break. Alessi diving back, shot, they score! On the power play. 2-0 for the Scarlet Knights. Jack Turner straddling the blue line. Gets a clean reception of the pass. Walks in on the breakaway. And buries on the backhand. Had to go skate to stick with Alessi all over him. Alessi got the initial stick lift. But Turner battling, staying with it. Gets the shot off, beats Foley 5-hole, and Rutgers on the road are up 2-0. How will Farmingdale respond here? Quigley and Cata giving each other a couple of whacks on the opposite side as the faceoff's one to Quigley, and he drops it back to Leppert. McGregor across, Joe Quigley enters the zone with speed. Out front looking for Keller. He's taken down, and a penalty's coming up here on the Scarlet Knights. It's going to be a power play here for Farmingdale. Keller driving the net hard. Quigley looking to the front and the redirection. And Keller taken down. Another penalty. And no, sorry, it looked like it was going to be a power play for Farmingdale. I was about to say another power play. One for Farmingdale based on them using their speed. But instead, a Ram took a penalty. And we're going to stay at even strength here. It's going to be 4-on-4 hockey for the next 2 minutes. We'll get you the official word on what these penalties are for. But again, it was going to be Farmingdale heading up on the power play. Instead, we're going to have 4-on-4 hockey for the next 2 minutes. Pass for Reagan as Rutgers got out of the zone clean. Butchko's shot punched out there by Foley. So again, 4-on-4 hockey for the next 2 minutes. A lot more open space for these two teams. As Reagan works it low, just trying to fire it on a little bank shot off Foley. Went back to the corner, and Smith gets it to Quigley. Quigley, quick pass for Ivers, and Ivers races ahead, trying to dangle through Haynes. He's knocked to the ice. Quigley going to go chase this down. Gets it out front looking for Ivers, but Campbell got back in time, so it goes to the point for Smith. Smith's shot on goal got blocked by Campbell. Pushes it ahead to Reagan, one-on-one chance. Reagan, toe drag shot off the mask of Foley. Gets his own rebound. Takes a bump from Leppert. Off the bench, Turner, shot blocked by Smith. Turner still with it on the backhand, goes off to the corner. Reagan gets there, walks off the half wall. Fans on the shot, was being had pressure being applied by Joe Quigley. Ivers can't clear. Held in the zone by Rutgers. Reagan and Quigley tied up, they go down. 3-on-3 in the zone now. Out front, deflected, missed. Quigley and Reagan are still tied up. Both guys trying to get back to their feet. They're gonna head off for line changes. Long pass to Ivers at the blue, went right to Butchko, and Rutgers going north once more. Walknacker beats Smith wide. Pass across, great stick there by Leppert. That deep pair for the Rams is exhausted. They've been out there for 1:40. Leppert's gonna jump this one, take it away. He gains his own 2-on-2 with O'Donnell. Just a soft chip to the corner for O'Donnell to get. Trying to spin a pass out as the Rams are finishing their line change. Comes all the way back, and Kravitz will get it. We're gonna return to 5-on-5 hockey. Off a stick, out of play. Center ice for the faceoff. So again, those penalties was a cross check going on McGregor, and it was an interference call that went against Connor Houlihan. Rutgers' second goal was Turner, assisted by Haynes. And that one came on the power play. Both goals, special teams goals. Smargan takes a shot off the glove of Foley. Kept in, dropping down for that one was Bedard. Duffy puts it to the wall for Alessi. Alessi through his skates ahead for Minio. Pass was behind him, offside called. A couple Rams fans looking for a call there. Nothing coming from the officials. Almost at the halfway point of this game. Farmingdale down 2-0 to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights in the Rams home opener here at Northwell Health. Rutgers won the draw and cleared out of their zone as Kravitz will go D-to-D to Alessi. Back across for Kravitz, who was almost picked off by Michael Chang. Butchko for Chang. Alessi over, holds it in for Minio. Minio fans on it, but Alessi there to scoop. He fanned on the attempt as well. Frank Alessi battles beneath the goal line. Minio in there to help. Now Duffy joins. It's 3-on-2 for the Rams. Duffy gonna back out a little bit. Gets his back in. Minio, point, O'Donnell. And he's gonna go for the hard rim. Alessi stops it up. He'll have space to walk out. Hits Duffy, one-timer, just missed. Might have hit a stick on the way. We get a whistle as the net came off its moorings. Wholesale line change here for Farmingdale. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in to tonight's Farmingdale State College Rams hockey game. The M2 squad doing battle here with the Scarlet Knights in their home opener. From wherever you may be watching, as Bridgewood off the draw shoots it, fighting to clear a Rutgers. It ends up beneath the goal line. Squirts up the wall. It's Thomas Smith. He'll walk and shoots. We got a whistle as it was on its way to the net. As the net came off once again do that battle in front of the cage between Crodell and I believe for the Scarlet Knights, that was Bedard. As those two were going at it in front of the net there. So the faceoff's going to come outside as Crodell's shove knocked the net off. Poked in. Big hit thrown there by Crodell. Reagan trying to keep possession. It's forced out of the zone. D to D and in for Rutgers. Foley catches it and just holds on for the whistle. We get a redo on the face-off here. Official wasn't happy with some of the movement pre-drop. Looks like they're telling Bridgewood he's got to head off here. Not sure why. Might be an equipment issue. It looks like that could be an equipment issue for Dylan Bridgewood there, so that's why he had to come off the ice. And now we're ready to go. Scarlet Knights hold the zone. It's Houlihan. Quinones trying to go long. Reagan gloves it down. Pass to the net. Foley shoulder save. Rebound is covered up. Take another look at this one. High clearance on Reagan. Popped back to his feet. Was just able to glove it down. Walked right to the cage. And Foley was ready to go. Got the whistle for the rebound. Scarlet Knights forward off the draw. Maintaining possession. Pass to the high slot. Shot goes wide. There's Hillard. Wraparound try. They score! Second of the game for Jeremy Walknachter. And Farmingdale down 3 goals. Second of the period for Rutgers. Second of the game for Walknachter. They got to work immediately off that ozone draw. Got the forecheck cooking. Hillard's shot from the top of the circle went wide. That did not deter them. Got it back beneath the goal line, and it's Walknachter beating Foley to that far post, wrapping it around and tucking it home. 3-0. Scarlet Knights on the road looking for another shot wide there from Cata. Rams need a response here. Del Grosso into the zone, but Cata quickly back, taking it away. We're past the halfway point of this game, and it's 3-0 for the Scarlet Knights over the Rams. First of 2 games this weekend between these two sides. Bedard into the zone, poked off his stick. Devine chips it ahead for Huber. Huber off the wall. Del Grosso racing in. Del Grosso on a breakaway. Going down. Save made. Rams fans wanted a call there. It looked like some contact was made with Del Grosso. Offside going to be called here on Farmingdale. Let's take a look at that chance for Gavin Del Grosso. Great speed breaking in. Huber off the boards. And you saw the chance there just as he tried to get the shot off. Thought he was going 5-hole potentially. Wasn't able to get a lot on it. And we stay 3-0. The third Rutgers goal is Walknachter, assisted by Hillard. Alessi going long to Ivers. A beautiful stick lift, and he's off into the zone. Ivers rubbed off into the corner. It's behind the net. Quigley looking at Ivers. His pass is blocked. Scarlet Knights clear. Haynes, a ton of pace, enters the zone, snaps one on goal, punched away. Kravitz looking ahead. His pass is blocked. Long flip to center ice over Ivers' twig. Back from return. He'll leave it out for Haynes. Keller across to play the body. Scarlet Knights still able to get it out as it's dumped in by Frank Alessi. Butchko off the glass. Glove down by Joe Quigley. But it comes right back to Butchko, and he'll escape the zone. Dumped into the corner by Ryan Butchko. It's met by Thomas Smith. Emezguita there to help. Quigley looking at Ivers. It took a deflection on the way down, so icing gets waved off quickly. Scarlet Knights looking long. Off the glove of Quinones. First there is going to be Campbell. Campbell with some room. Drops it back low to Reagan, but missed his tape. Nisengarachi pokes it down low to Reagan. Rolls out, trying to go short side high, and he missed the net. Minio couldn't chip it past Albrecht. Campbell with an escape move, looking to the point. Minio takes it away. Minio for O'Donnell, who fires it deep. Over the stick of Matern, who tried to come out and play it. Reagan, beautiful job on the half wall, and he goes long to Campbell, who races in to catch up to this puck. Saved by Foley. Odd angle shot there. Goes back to the point once more, just hammered to the corner. Reagan and Quinones together doing battle. Campbell there to scoop. Campbell settles a rolling puck. Cross point, Bedard, shot, glove save Foley. Holds it for the whistle. It's been a big period for Rutgers here in this middle frame. 2 goals on the board to extend their lead to 3-0. And the Rams have not had much of a response to the intensity that Rutgers has brought forth in this 20. High flip ahead, Del Grosso. Unable to handle it. Crodell, though, pokes it in. Takes a shot, save. Rebound, still sitting there. Poked out of harm's way. Cleared out of the zone. Scarlet Knights banging on the wall, getting loud for their netminder, Matern, as he made a big save. We do have a Scarlet Knight down back in the defensive zone. It's Hillard. Good shot from Crodell. Del Grosso couldn't hammer it in. Del Grosso has been a part of 2 key chances here over the last 5 minutes for the Rams. Truly their 2 best chances of the period. Outside of that pass from Quigley out in front to Keller, which drew a penalty. Rams didn't get a power play out of it. It ended up being 4-on-4 as the Rams ended up taking a penalty on the play as well. Rams are coming together, looking to utilize this as a timeout. Hillard being attended to on the ice. He's back up to his feet on his own power, and he's going to skate off on his own power, which you always love to see. And hopefully he'll be able to return to the game in a couple of minutes here. Usually a good sign when they can skate off on their own and then jump the boards on their own. Already an apple in this game for Thomas Hillard. So again, Farmingdale, we're trying to utilize that as a quote-unquote timeout. See what they were able to draw up there is faceoff's going to be back in front of the Rutgers bench. .637 remaining in period 2. And we get back to the action, and we take another pause as it pops into the Scarlet Knights bench. We'll do it again from the same spot. Draws one by Farmingdale, and Leppert evading the forecheck from Cata, dishes it for Lombardo. Puts it right on goal. Matern reaches up, gloves it, and holds for the whistle. Scarlet Knights bench fired up right now. 3-0 lead on the road. They're trying to pick up their first win of the 25-26 campaign. Just the second game of the season for Farmingdale, coming off that big win over Marist last weekend, 8-1. Created a lot of confidence for them, but Rutgers has shut that down here so far tonight. Pops up to the point, walking in, looking for a shooting lane off the shoulder of Foley, went Aiden Gorman. Delayed penalty on Farmingdale. They touch up, and another Rutgers power play coming. Scarlet Knights have 2 goals here tonight that were special teams. The first goal of the game came shorthanded. Their second goal of the game came on the power play. And they get the power play going once again. Foley there to deny the shot from the point. .50% on the evening for Rutgers. As another power play goal could really sully the hopes of Farmingdale trying to come back. Bridgewood to the box, 2 for cross-checking. Alessi, beautiful look for Keller, but it went through his skates. Pass was just behind him there. .30 seconds gone. Another stretch pass looking for Turner. That's how they scored that power play goal. A stretch on the breakout, which led to a breakaway for Turner. And he was able to capitalize on a backhand try. Campbell beats one, cuts to the net, fought off there by Foley. Turner moves around Kravitz. Kravitz battling, knocks one to the ice. It's in his skates. Turner's there to dig it out. Alessi, beautiful play by the Rams sophomore D-man, and he sends it 200 feet. .40 seconds left on the penalty to Dylan Bridgewood. Little shoulder fake from Haynes, drops it back to Reagan. Reagan, right flank. It's going to be Butchko, rolls back to center point. Left side for Haynes. Trying to go through the seam. It's knocked down. Alessi gloves it. He'll skate it ahead. Frank Alessi's been out there this entire penalty kill. Shoots one on goal. Matern gloves it. And now an offensive zone face-off for the Rams with just 16 seconds left on the penalty to Dylan Bridgewood. Farmingdale going to look to hold this in the zone as they wait for Bridgewood's return to the ice. O'Donnell, clean face-off win back to Smith. Shot, save, rebound there, swiped away as Duffy was trying to pounce on it. It's pushed outside, thrown into the cross corner. Back to the point for Albrecht, all the way on his own blue line was Bedard, just holding it back, waiting Bridgewood's return from the box. 5-on-5 once more. Rams able to kill that off. Duffy races in, slides the pass to Minio, looking across. Bedard dropping down, takes it away. Back with Minio, looking to the slot, and it's intercepted. Smargan took that, put it off the boards for Kata, who dumps it in. .325 to go. Centering feed. O'Donnell's there to take it for Farmingdale. Skates out in front of his own blue paint. Dangerous there, but it worked out for him. Albrecht's going to intercept his pass, though, as he was looking for Duffy cutting through the neutral zone. Delayed offside on Rutgers. Faceoff going to be all the way down here in the Rutgers end. Keller, Ivers, Quigley, Alessi coming together quickly to draw up a faceoff play. Ivers going in for the draw, trying to work it forward. It's pushed behind the net. Quigley drops down, gets it back to the corner. Keller up top for Alessi. Alessi walks and shoots, deflected off the glass. Scarlet Knights looking to clear. Comes to the near side. Quigley, big check. Dumped all the way down. Icing coming. If McGregor can win the foot race, he does. Rams trying to get on the board here before the end of the second period. Provide themselves with some momentum headed back to the room. Chang wins the draw over Keller. Going weak side, Keller across, big check there. And now Quigley the same on Chang. Ivers takes it away, down low to Keller. Keller trying to hook it low, taken. Quigley recovers it, his shot gets blocked. Chang and Quigley on the wall. Now Ivers there to help. Looking slot. Nobody's home. Rutgers get it out. Smith engages in battle. Keller down to help it out of the zone. Just held in at the blue line. Nice play there by Knights defenseman Patrick Haynes. He'll hold it one more time. Puts it beneath the goal line. Quinones there for Farmingdale. Under 2 minutes remaining in the second period. Bridgewood one-hands it out of the zone. Campbell for Reagan. Reagan driving wide, trying to go into the triangle of Quinones. Good stick play from Devin Quinones. Penalty coming up. It's going on Farmingdale across. Butchko's shot blocked by Quinones. A great play there. Back to the point. Extra skater on the delayed penalty. Reagan rolls middle. Drops to Campbell. Campbell takes a check. He's still able to keep possession for Rutgers. A seam pass. Nissan Garachi to the point. Off the stick of Haynes out of the zone. Dumped in by Butchko. Just going to let Farmingdale touch up. And a power play coming up here for Rutgers once again. They're 1 for 3 on the night. But not what Farmingdale needs here is going down on the kill once more. Roughing penalty. Not sure who it's against. Rodriguez, who got called for the penalty. Rutgers hold the zone. Walknachter down low. Keep your eye on him. He's on hat-trick watch. As it squirts back door to him. Couldn't get a shot. So he'll return it to Albrecht at center point. Left flank. Hillard. Shot saved. Rebound. Another one blocked up in front of the net. It was underneath Alessi who got in the way there. Rams are able to clear. Not all the way. As it's stopped in the neutral zone by Albrecht. He'll put it across the ice. Walknachter has to delay. Crodell trying to intercept. So again, Anthony Rodriguez 2 for roughing. Walknachter, low. Smark into the point, jumps the stick of Albrecht with 20 seconds remaining. Hillard, quick movement as Rutgers look to enter the zone. One last shooting attempt, trying to go for the one-timer. Smarg and nothing there. Cleared down the ice by Kravitz with 10 to go. Haynes is back to get it, but he'll likely just eat this puck behind the net. One last stretch pass off the glove of Crodell. Turner catches it, tries a shot, but it's blocked by Kravitz, and that'll do it for period number 2. 3-0 for Rutgers here over Farmingdale. We'll give you the second period recap before we head to break as these two sides head to the locker room themselves. Rutgers headed to the room with a lot of confidence and a 47-second power play to start the third period. Farmingdale looking to head to the room and recalibrate themselves. Take a look here at the power play goal from the Scarlet Knights that kicked off the scoring in period 2. As that's just an effort play right there from Turner. Felt the pressure from Alessi on the backside, still able to fire the backhander home. Take a look at a grade A opportunity here for Connor Regan. As he gloves the clearing attempt down, walks to the net. The initial shot stopped by Foley, and he kept the rebound close enough that he was able to cover it right back up. But a great chance there for the Scarlet Knights to score a quick one. But right after that face-off, Rutgers got to work down low, and it was Walknachter who just spun, put it out front, and it goes off the post and in to give Rutgers that 3-0 advantage. And the lone really good chance here, I'd say, for Farmingdale was this opportunity for Del Grasso. Got a breakaway, but the shot came off the heel of the stick, not much on it. And an easy save for Trey Matern to keep the door closed on the Rams offense. 3 for Rutgers, a goose egg for Farmingdale after 40 minutes of hockey. Can the Rams go to the room, regroup, and respond with a big 20 minutes of play as they try to battle back and pick up the win over the Scarlet Knights? Or will Rutgers hold on to this 3-0 lead and pick up their first victory of the 2025-2026 season? 20 minutes to go here tonight at the Northwell Health Ice Center. Travis Quigley here on the call, Gabe Takuri on the camera for us, live on the LI Sports Network. Super happy to be here for the Rams home opener. Once again, 3-0 for Rutgers. We're going to take a quick break. Zamboni getting ready to come out right now. Set that timer on your phone for about 12.5 minutes and return with us shortly for the third period between Rutgers and Farmingdale. Back for the third period here on the LI Sports Network. Travis Quigley on the call. Gabe to Curry on the camera. Rutgers 3, Farmingdale nothing. Rams gonna need a big 20 minutes here to battle back and turn their fortunes around. They're gonna start on the penalty kill here as Frank Alessi is gonna send it all the way down and kick things off here in the third period. Clean sheet for the Scarlet Knights to start this power play chance. They started the second period on the power play as well. Didn't capitalize on that one as Reagan walks into the zone. A bullet of a wrister over the head of Foley, off the glass and all the way out. Cordell chasing it down. A lot of speed as he's able to beat one. Haynes comes across and helps it to get possession back for Rutgers. Trying to kick it down, unsuccessful. Swatted ahead by Cordell and Lombardo driving in. Butchko just across to knife it away. Lombardo, good job there as we return to even strength. Rodriguez out of the box. 5-on-5 once again. Quigley leaping up at the red line, couldn't glove it down. It goes back to Leppert. Hits Quigley, who will return it to him. Leppert, D-to-D for Smith. Smith across, hits Quigley with a pass, but he runs into Ivers. Sent down the ice by Scarlet Knights, and an icing called here. Keller, Ivers, Quigley coming together to decide what they want to do on this face-off play. Keller's going to take it. He lines up with Turner. Turner won it, but coming through was Cata, and he chips it in. Pass out front. Smith got a piece. Back with Thomas Smith. Stretch to Ivers. Bedard dropping to a knee, blocks it at the red line. Rams got to simplify here. Smith for Leppert, now to Ivers. Ivers into space, looking for Quigley. Jumped by the captain, Albrecht, who just pokes it away. And right back into the Farmingdale zone. On the backhand, Foley. Quigley was headed off for a change. Bridgewood jumps on. Leppert jumps at the blue line to take it away. Bridgewood for Smith. Into some space. Ivers trying to catch up to it. Matern covers. Ozone draw here for Farmingdale. They're looking to capitalize here. They win the draw back. It's Riley McGregor. His shot's blocked and bounces off to the corner. Bridgewood there first. Looking at Duffy. Duffy's shot kicked away. Good start to this shift as Bridgewood tries a wraparound stuff, and it's covered up right along the post by Matern. This line buzzing here for Farmingdale. Rutgers trying to clear. Thrown out of the zone with the hand by Gorman, so the official blows play dead. It's going to stay inside the Rutgers zone. Another O-zone draw here for Sean O'Donnell. Duffy lines up straight behind him. And it's won by Turner forward, and he'll carry it directly out solo. Turner under the triangle of McGregor. Lined up, big hit thrown by O'Donnell. As the puck comes out of the zone, Bridgewood ahead for Duffy. Dumps it in. Duffy takes a big check from Hillard, and he's slow to get up. Turner. Little chip and chase around Quinones, who swipes at it. Quinones laying the boom on that check. McGregor with a little bit of time, not much anymore. Tries to go up the same side. Nobody's there. Hillard off the pad of Foley. O'Donnell collects the rebound. Trying to skate it out. Across to McGregor. Couldn't receive that pass. Hillard sticked away, Foley. Bridgewood trying to skate out now. Using his size. Fends off the pressure. A toe drag off his stick. Poked away by Butchko. Walknachter gains the red, dumps it in. Foley will stop it for Frank Alessi. He cuts the net. Alessi, a high flip. Del Grosso couldn't knock it down. Del Grosso stays F1. Scarlet Knights send it long. Alessi racing back there in time. Icing called. Rams looking to find a little bit more jump in their game here. Almost 4 minutes gone in the third, down by 3. Huber trying to go forward, ends up being won by Chang. Del Grosso backhands it deep. Kravitz holds the zone. Plays it hard around the wall. Haynes, he'll bat it out of the air and skates it out. Looking to split through the D. Alessi cuts him off. Emes Quinta drops it back for Haynes. His pass doesn't find a home. And now Gavin Del Grosso will skate in 3-on-2 for Farmingdale. Del Grosso lost the handle as the puck jumped up on him. Tries to cycle, nothing there. Now Bedard can skate, plenty of space to do so. Gains the red, ends up hitting the official with the dump in. And that's going to allow Farmingdale to take possession back. Devine drops it for Leppert. Leppert, time and space behind the net. Hits Smith, gets it back. Return to Thomas Smith. Smith chips it on goal, kicked away by Matern. Cradell on it first. Minio coming to help. Cradell finds Minio. Minio to the point. Thomas Smith back for Minio. Joe Minio walking off the wall. Fires a shot, glove save. Rebound still sitting there. Scarlet Knights clear, icing coming. Great chance for Farmingdale on that one. Still looking to get on the board. A little jumbling of the lines here for Coach Joe Mazie. Cradell, Lombardo, and Minio out there. One back to Minio. He shoots, sticked away, Matern. Cycled low by Lombardo. Cradell takes a check. Minio's going to drop down to help. Walknachter through the middle. Lombardo takes it away. Outside, Minio, save made. Rebound covered. We get the whistle. Three 0, 14:36 to play in regulation. Left of Matern. Keller and Reagan. Keller can't go forward. Back with Smith, his shot blocked. Nissan Garachi in the way. Smith, good recovery. Looking for Ivers. Jumped his stick. Keller keeps it in. Keller, backhander blocked, pops way in the air. Smith holds it again. Quigley collects on the wall. To the point, Thomas Smith. Shot deflected by Keller, goes wide. Quigley out front, goes off the blocker of Matern. And chipped out of the zone by Rutgers. Ivers hits Smith. Smith to Keller. Keller into the zone with some speed. Shoots, rebound sitting there. Nice stop by Matern once more. Scarlet Knights wheel out of the zone. Chipped behind the net. Smith collects, reverses up the near side wall. It'll come out to neutral ice. Haynes with no pressure right now is being closed off by Ivers. Wheels into the zone, beating him, still with possession. Little reverse check by Reagan on Quinones. Ivers takes the puck. He'll move it, and Duffy with a ton of pace. Tim Duffy scores! Farmingdale on the board. It's the assistant captain, Tim Duffy. 3-1. Ivers starts it on the breakout. He's able to send it ahead for Duffy. Duffy, a bullet of a snapper. Farmingdale up on the board here. 3-1 the game in the third period. Bullet of a shot from Tim Duffy. Rams bench is loud after that goal. That really fired them up right there. And now they're going to look to capitalize, use some momentum off that. Foley leaves for McGregor, comes up the wall. Albrecht kept it in, but went right to Bridgewood. Looking for Duffy off his toe, and Smargin's back in. He scores! A turnover by the Rams, and the Scarlet Knights take advantage once again. They return to a 3-goal lead with Smargin burying the wrister. Off the toe of Duffy's stick, Smargin scoops it up and puts it short side on Foley, glove side. 4-1 now for Rutgers. Great response from the Scarlet Knights after Tim Duffy's goal. Duffy's goal was assisted by Ivers, and we come right back with the Scarlet Knights. Farmingdale possess. Alessi to Kravitz. Minio directs it into the zone. Matern out, jumps his stick right out front. Minio got a good redirection on it, but put it over the net. It's ahead for Hillard. Hillard enters the zone. Kravitz got a piece. Smargin unassisted on the fourth goal for the Scarlet Knights. Rutgers keep it in once again. 12 minutes of play. Wraparound try off the pad of Foley. Walknachter looking for the Hattie. Almost had it there. Would have been identical to his second. Del Grosso pinched against the boards by Butchko. Huber scoops the puck. He's knocked to the ice. Minio in there trying to help. 2-on-2 battle. Looking to dig it out. In the skates of Huber. Haynes pokes it free. Del Grosso across, plays the body, check there on Walknachter. He hits off for a change. Leppert with some space to wheel. John Leppert over the blue, dumps it in, soft chip. Butch goes there, no pressure. Off the skate of Devine, pops to Huber, his one-timer. Just missed wide. Played long, Thomas Smith's there for Farmingdale. Deflected into the zone, right on net, and Ivers will force a whistle. Quigley going to take the face-off on Reagan. Reagan wins it to the wall. Ivers in the corner trying to get it back. Joined by Quigley. It comes up the half boards. Joe Quigley down for Ivers. Getting to work behind the net. Moves it to Keller. Keller up top. Missed Quinones' tape. Comes all the way out. Farmingdale have to regroup. McGregor off the stick of Ivers, out of play. Farmingdale trying to find that jump again. They had it the minutes leading up to the goal. They scored that goal, but Rutgers snatched it away as they look to find it again. It's Thomas Ivers driving for Quigley out front off his skate. Quinones blocked. Ivers scoops. His chance blocked again. Now McGregor, one-time try, blocked for a third time. Reagan took that one up top. Campbell out front, save made, punched out by Foley, and another penalty coming up on Farmingdale. And that's got to be the message from Coach Mazey and the staff, is the discipline as Alessi and Nissan Garachi go at it. Nissan Garachi dropped his stick, went to go drop his gloves too. So if he gets an extra one, looked like it was more just defensive from Alessi. Quigley takes a pop there, and now Quigley trying to just defend himself as Chang gave him a shot up top. McGregor came in and broke it up. Alessi got his helmet ripped off by Nissan Garachi, and now he's going to go to the box. The linesman pointing at Chang, looking to send him. Conversation continues between these two sides as tensions are boiling over. Alessi in the box, Nissan Garachi in the box. The initial penalty was on Keller. Campbell skates past the Rams bench with a lot to say, and the officials are trying to shove him back to his side of the ice. Linesman still trying to keep the Rutgers Scarlet Knights in front of their own bench as both sides continue to curl and jaw. It's going to be a Rutgers power play here as Nissan Garachi and Alessi's penalties will offset. And again, the initial was on Chris Keller. So another penalty kill here for Farmingdale. And as I was saying before the scuffle broke out, I'm sure the message from Coach Joe Mazey is going to be discipline, as that's really what has hurt the Rams here tonight, is the amount of penalties that they've taken compared to the Scarlet Knights. So another power play here for Rutgers with a 3-goal lead, looking to make it 4. Haynes touches one to Reagan, gets it back. Right flank, Butchko. Rolls looking for a stick in front. Shot saved there by Foley. Haynes at the point. He'll walk, nothing there. Now with Butchko. Through the seam, Reagan fires. Red basket save. (4-1) past the halfway point of the period. 9:50 remaining in regulation. Keller was called 2 minutes for roughing. Reagan goes across to Campbell. Butchko up top. It's Haynes. Walks and shoots. Deflected into the corner. Lombardo hits Crodell, and Crodell's off one-on-one shorthanded. He's going to beat Haynes to the net. Tucks it. Save is made. Matern just keeping it out. What a move. John Crodell. Little stutter step. Tucks the shoulder. Gets around the poke check, but can't get it under the pad of Matern. Crodell head to the sky. Thought it was going to be a 4-2 game. Scarlet Knights break things out here as it's chipped in by Walknachter. Wheels the net. Another wraparound try. It's his third wraparound attempt of the game. That went right through the blue paint. Buried on the first one, unsuccessful in the last two, but was awfully close. As Smith tries to clear, it's kept in. Albrecht, he'll roll middle. Left flank, Lochnachter shot blocked. Alessi and Nissan Garachi, 2 minutes for roughing, 10-minute misconducts to both of them. Albrecht shot deflected. Reagan keeps it close and gets the whistle. Left to Foley. One back by the Scarlet Knights. 15 seconds left on the penalty to Keller. Farmingdale is trying to clear one more time. O'Donnell off the glass. It was gloved down. Second attempt, O'Donnell does clear. Keller set to come out of the box. 5-on-5 we go. Dump down this sheet. Foley comes out to stop it. On the backhand up the wall to Minio. It's jumped and taken away by Reagan. Minio skates to the middle. Far side to Duffy. Duffy shoots it on goal. Matern gloves, holds. Another stoppage in play. It's one to the slot. Turning shot from O'Donnell was blocked, hit the shin pad of Butchko. Breakout through the middle, and Turner deflects it in deep. Leppert a little head fake, but blows a tire as he was trying to curl the net. Pass goes off the outside of the net. Duffy drops down to pick it up and hits Minio with it. Minio from right to left over the line for Duffy off his twig. Duffy tries the reverse hit. Rutgers can't clear. Smith trying to go D to D, but Leppert vacated the zone, anticipating a Rutgers clear. And now Rutgers take it away as Haynes fires it in. Smith there to get the puck. Reversal for Leppert. 7 minutes to play. Flipped ahead, and it's Thomas Smith leading the rush, but couldn't settle the bouncing puck. Hillard ramps it into the zone. Foley leaves for Leppert. Leppert draws a penalty here. Farmingdale going to get a power play chance. Hooking call coming up. Turner gets the penalty again for hooking. And a big power play chance here for Farmingdale. You got to think they got to capitalize here if they want any chance of coming back in this game. 6:48 to play in regulation, down by 3. Power play goal could really turn the tide. Cradell, Lombardo, Ivers, Leppert, and Quigley. Your 2 D3 transfers in Quigley and Leppert. Ivers, last year's freshman stud, returning for his sophomore year, and Lombardo and Crodell, 2 freshmen for these Rams. Leppert trying to hit Ivers, missed his tape, but Lombardo there to get it. Cycles for Ivers. Ivers walking. Has to go behind the cage. Puck comes to Quigley. Quigley rolling puck, settles it back down. Hits Leppert. Leppert trying to seam pass for Ivers. It does bounce to him eventually, and Cradell puts it over the net. Ivers. His pass is intercepted and cleared by Reagan. Foley out to play it. Leaves it for Leppert as Campbell's pressuring hard. Campbell all over it. Quigley going to drop down and collect. Joe Quigley, wheels turning. Enters the zone, looking to set things up. He's going to put it around the boards, but a line change coming here. McGregor just there to keep it in the zone, and he has to hammer it back around the other side. Ivers gloves it. Across for Quigley. Quigley shoots. He scores! Joe Quigley on the power play. 4-2. Great keep-in from Ivers. Dishes across for Quigley, and he goes top cheddar short side to make it a 4-2 game. Gives the Rams some life here for the final 5:36. And Bridgewood ahead on the draw, looking for O'Donnell. They're going to force an ozone faceoff immediately. That's what the Rams needed, a goal, and now quickly some ozone time. This one back goes right through the legs of Kravitz, though. And he's going to have to hustle back to get it. Ton of pressure being applied. Great body positioning from Kravitz. A one-touch pass from Duffy to Bridgewood. Bridgewood for Duffy gets the stick lifted, and Rutgers are out. 4-on-2. Shot goes wide. Scarlet Knights establishing some ozone time. Stick save from Foley. And now Bridgewood out. Hits O'Donnell. Behind the back pass. Kravitz. Shot blocked. Scarlet Knights back in. Mzaquita's shot was blocked there by Leppert. And Duffy's going to skate with it. Shot goes wide there. Red line, Quinones stops it, dumps it back in deep. 4:20 remaining. Delayed penalty again on Farmingdale. Leppert touches up. Alessi and Nissan Garachi are back, but Duffy takes a roughing penalty, and it puts the Rams back on the kill. Not what Farmingdale needed. Twice in this period, they've done that. They score a goal, then take a penalty. Massive penalty kill needed here for Farmingdale. Their last goal, Joe Quigley, assisted by Thomas Ivers. And now it's Tim Duffy in the box. 2 for roughing. Scarlet Knights possess off the draw. Comes back through the middle for Haynes. He shoots, glove save for Foley. Return to play. Nice toe drag, changing the angle, shot was blocked, went off the back wall as the Rams are able to clear. Not all the way down, Cradell keeps fighting forward, and on the second attempt is able to punch it into the Rutgers zone. Stretch for Turner again, missed his tape. He'll collect it in the corner. Out front through the blue paint. Nobody there on that back post. Haynes holds the zone. Leppert got a piece, but it ended up skipping down to Reagan, who wraps it around for Butchko. Campbell, couple of moves, dancing in the corner. Up top for Butchko. He'll roll and shoot. Save for Foley. Looks like the officials just coming together. Might have had a couple of seconds burn off the clock there, so we might have to get some time added back on. And it looks like Alessi might have came out of the box too soon, so he's returning. He's returning to the box now, as is Nissan Garachi. One to the opposite side. Kravitz off the boards. Ivers gets it to Keller. Lost it in his skates. Ivers is going to scoop it back up. And he's taken down, drawing the penalty. And we'll go to 4-on-4 now. Second penalty that Ivers has been able to draw in this game. Tripping called on Butchko. Some open ice for Farmingdale here. Down by 2. When Duffy comes out of the box, they'll have a 1 and 10 second power play. A battle commences. Rutgers fired all the way down. It would have been an icing, but Foley came out of the net to play it. Leppert trying to skate. He's angled to the boards. Campbell almost takes it away. Reagan does. Chips it in. Shoots short side all the way around and out. And Ivers is on his horse getting after it. Gorman there first. Drops back to Albrecht, who rims it around to Gorman. 20 seconds left on the Duffy penalty. Keller plays the body, but Reagan scoops the puck and skates out. Outside to Campbell. Back for Reagan, who's all alone. Backhander, he scores! 5-2 Rutgers. Quick little give and go for the Scarlet Knights. And Reagan shows off the mitts, forehand, backhand, puts it top shelf. 3-2 lead is restored again here for Rutgers. And that one it came just as the penalty to Duffy expired. Or pardon me, there's still a couple seconds left on the penalty to Duffy. 10 seconds to be exact. As Lombardo wheels into the zone. Rams down by 3 again. Time dwindling on him. Down for Cradell. Cradell across to Quigley. Power play now for Farmingdale. For the next minute as McGregor rolls to the middle. Hits Joe Quigley. Backhand to forehand. Looking across to Ivers. Pass was behind him. Foley starts to go to the bench for an extra skater. Out front, back door, it gets to Quigley, collected on the backhand, couldn't get a shot off. Ivers trying to poke it for McGregor. It'll come out of the zone. Bridgewood, last man back, has to collect. Ton of speed for Bridgewood here. Tucks the shoulder, takes it around. Looking out front, nobody home. Pass got blocked. Lombardo scoops it. Hits Ivers. Ivers to Lombardo. Lombardo walks out, shot save. Rebound still there. Lombardo will collect it himself. $1:30 to go. Now it's McGregor. McGregor to the right flank. Looking for Crodell. Tried to force that one middle. It was blocked away. Down low to Ivers. Ivers hits Quigley. Quigley shoots, save. Rebound still there. Pops back door. Lombardo stopped up by Matern. Out front again. Quigley. What a stop, Matern. McGregor shot blocked in front. Final minute here in this game. Crease violation called on Crodell. Face-off will come outside. See if the Rams keep the net empty. Wachnachter and Quigley beaking back and forth at each other. Reagan getting involved now. Rams need another skater out on the ice. Foley's going to go back into his crease. Huber tossed from the draw. Del Grosso and Devine out there with Joey Huber. Puck comes down. Del Grosso trying to go forward into the zone. It's cleared away by the Scarlet Knights. Foley leaves it for Smith. 40 to play. Back into the zone by Cotta. Quick touch pass. And rushing it into the zone. Huber. Shot. Glove save. Matern on Del Grosso with 20 to go. And the Scarlet Knights bench gets loud for their netminder. The fifth goal for Rutgers was Reagan from Campbell and Gorman. 20 seconds to go here from Northwell Health. Icing gets waved off. Smith's going to collect behind his own net. Trying to clear one last time. It'll come out to neutral ice. Scarlet Knights banging on the wall, and they're going to collect their first win of the season, make the trip to Long Island, and pick up the 5-2 victory here over Farmingdale, spoiling the Rams' home opener. Not how Farmingdale wanted to open their home schedule, but when you look back at the game film, you look back at the score sheet, penalties playing a key role here. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm sure Coach Mazey, the message going to be discipline in the locker room, limiting the penalties taken throughout the course of the 60 minutes. Some players electing to stay on and shake hands, but it looks like both sides in agreement here that they're just going to do the real handshake tomorrow, as these two teams going back-to-back, a home and home, down at the Pro Skate tomorrow. Rutgers, the home side, ready to square off against the Farmingdale State College Rams in the second of a back-to-back, the second of the 3-game season series. 2 goals on the day for Jeremy Wachnachter. His second goal back in the second period ends up being the game-winning goal. Jack Turner jumped in with a tally, as well as Colin Smargin, and rounding it out, Connor Reagan for the Scarlet Knights. Trey Matern picking up the win. Goal scorers for the Rams in this one, both in the third period, Tim Duffy and then Joe Quigley on the power play. Aiden Foley picking up the loss here in this matchup. So once again, the final score, 5-2. Rutgers get their first win of the 2025-2026 campaign. Farmingdale going to be looking to bounce back tomorrow night. 5:45 start for that game between the Rams and the Scarlet Knights. Farmingdale falls to 1-1 on the year. On behalf of my cameraman tonight, Gabe Takuri, I'm Travis Quigley. Hope you all have a phenomenal rest of the evening, phenomenal rest of your weekend. To those of you making the trip to see Farmingdale take on Rutgers tomorrow night, safe drive. For those in attendance tonight, arrive home safely. Once again, final score 5-2, Rutgers over Farmingdale. We'll be back for the next Farmingdale M2 home game on October 10th as they square off against Montclair State. Thank you all again so much, and as always, we'll see you next time right here on the LI Sports Network.